Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for Tech 1 versus JODAgaming. Nordic ESL here is proud to announce the game, proud to present the game. I'll move on. Anyways, Tech 1, Teknikum 1. They have previously lost to Esport Blue. I don't know, sorry, I completely read that wrong. They have won against Esport Blue. That's a good sign, alright. And JODAgaming lost against Ibersteinska's main team. Interesting. I don't know how much that says for this match, but I can at least tell you that it's gonna be a little fun. As soon as the players are in, we'll get going. Thank you for joining us. I figure I'll just jump in here and update you guys. It's currently nobody's in the server. As you can tell, it's just me staring at a wall. And, you know, we have one team here at least, that much I know. The other team, however, I don't know about them. I have not heard anything. So, I would like to hear your guys' predictions. Who do you think is going to win? This is, of course, Tech 1 versus JODAgaming. Did manage to get a few words in with JODAgaming right before the map voting. So Dizzy said his fans are going to be here. So where are you guys? I want to see ya. And the entire team of JODAgaming says they're going to do great today. They're so positive. They just are absolutely filled with motivation today. It's great. It is strange that I am the only one in the server. I don't know where JODAgaming went. They were here and then left me alone. I can go ahead and join here. Do some of that. I can't actually reach the mouse, you know. So it's all wonderful. Evidently I can't even move. Okay, there we are. Okay, just auto. Okay, yeah, cool. Guess I'll be a T. Well, I have changed the setup a little, so hopefully it's a little better audio today. And the mouse is of course very far away from me, so I can't do much about that. Oh, I gotta change the setup a little more, it's uncomfortable. That's a bit better. I've decided to go with a standing kind of thing going on today, so I need something to kneel on. So this isn't fully uncomfortable. So if I can reach the mouse down here without making too much anger inside the mic, you can see that this is Inferno currently, and I'm the only one on the server. There may or may not be a boat down there. No animals, however. That would just be animal cruelty whenever the bomb goes off, even though they're way out of range. But let me see, I did... Oh, where's my notebook? Oh, it's in my backpack way over there. I do have an interview with the JODAgaming peeps, at least one of them. I have not managed to get anyone for Teknikum number 1, however. Even still, I would love it if they came up to me and asked for some questions, because I definitely have some available for them. So currently we're waiting for the players to join, and as soon as they join I'll switch into spectator, and then somebody will actually be moving around. I have no word on their whereabouts as it stands. The admins are doing their thing now, I think. I believe the map voting would be over then if we're changing maps. Awesome. And if Overpass is the first map, that's just plain strange. Gonna really test my law and knowledge this time. Alright, I actually have to actually reach the numbers as well. That's gonna be fun. So we got JODAgaming. Dizzy's on JODAgaming, of course. Hash Potato Hashy Boy, that's also JODAgaming for today. Apologies, I'm probably gonna hit this stand a whole bunch this time. Currently using a touchpad to look around. It's perfectly fine, I am not in need of help. That's good. We'll follow Dizzy around, that'll be fun. So, Overpass. I can't say too much from experience. I have not had no teams in this tournament have been on this map, therefore I have no knowledge of how they're gonna play on this map. Whether they're, of course, which spots are gonna choose, whether they favor aggression or not on the T's or CTs. But I did hear a while ago that some teams may be going back over the VODs and looking at how the players are playing in other teams in order to play better. That made me ecstatic to hear that the players were actually literally researching the other teams. It was just insane. That just takes this entire tournament to a whole new level. Taking the analysis all the way up and really testing me on my ability. The last match even, it was Teknikum 2 versus Grilska Örebro, that's right. I think it was Teknikum 2, probably. It was an outstanding match. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you do. It was so reminiscent of such high level play. It's absurd how well they all did. It got to... The maps were just so close. I don't want to spoil the score if you do want to go back. So I just figured out my back is going to be killing me by the end of this, so I hope this doesn't last too long, considering I chose a standing kneeling position. It's supposed to give me more energy to properly cast and put myself out there, and but boy is my hood really making me hot this time. There we are. Oh, it gets so cold in here in Sweden. I gotta wear a jacket almost 24/7. Luckily I don't have to while I'm sleeping. That's just another thick blanket though, so lucky me. It seems the maps are Overpass, Nuke, and Inferno. Those are the ones they have chosen. Though I can't be too sure of that. I'm not sure who posted that in chat, so as far as I know, that's just some person who came in and said something random. What was it? Okay, oh no, it's Overpass minus Nuke minus Inferno, or dash Nuke dash Inferno. It's terribly confusing, if you ask me, that layout. But there we go, there's the real stuff. I gotta decipher this wall of text for a second. Teknikum 1, Dust 2, Fancy Winter. Minus Dust 2, minus Mirage, plus Overpass, plus Nuke, minus Vertigo, minus Train, and hence Overpass, Nuke, Inferno. Cool. And let me see which teams chose which maps here for a second. We have Teknikum 1 choosing Overpass. JODAgaming choosing Nuke. And of course, Inferno is the one nobody banned, so... Awesome. They got rid of Vertigo just about instantly. No, it actually lasted for like till the second banning round. Interesting. So what do we have here? Overpass is Teknikum 1's favored map, it seems. They feel confident on this one. And there is one player left that needs to join, and then we are good. Who is that last player? Let me just switch. Gotta do that, and then it's gonna look terrible for a millisecond. There we go. We got Kevin, Ems, Cruel, and Z-Tooth. So we are missing Cruel then for Teknikum number 1, and Fancy Winter has all their people minus Patcher, who is replaced seemingly minus Patcher and Wooken, who are replaced by Hashi Boy and Homp. We'll have to see how they go this time. I believe they had one trade out last time, though I think Patcher was there the last time I saw JODAgaming play. But I definitely remember Fancy Winter, Yuleboard, and Dizzy. Dizzy, of course, it's infinite number of fans in chat. Good for that guy. Speaking of which, what teams are you guys rooting for today? We got some people saying Yoda doesn't have a chance. Interesting. He's the master of the Force. Tough to go with that assessment. Easy for Teknikum, yup. People saying Teknikum's insane. Ooh, I'd say JODAgaming's the underdogs here. But I did say earlier, I managed to talk with them before they got into the map voting, and they were really positive. They said they were not going to be like what they were before. They are going to step up. They are going to win. That is what they told me. So, hopefully they've been doing their homework. Like some other teams, they should have gone back and analyzed what Teknikum 1 is doing, how they're playing, and how any of the strats they have can work against them. Of course, no teams have played on Overpass just yet, as far as I know. Not that I've casted, at least. So there's limited amount of stuff to find. God, Ompa getting the headshot dig, the styling on Homp. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. Homp and Ompa, that's gonna wreck me later. Jeez. I hope they're on completely different sides of the map all the time. A good old vote in chat going to get a nice concise number of who's voting for who. A whole lot of oomph for that vote going on now. A single vote for Teknikum. Hey, 100%, that's good enough. Knife round should be starting soon. Alright, Teknikum traded out Cruel for Katten. I definitely remember Katten. That's an absolutely amazing player right there. Had some great plays last time I saw. Everybody reports ready? I am ready as well. I wonder if I'll have to say that or not this time. Hopefully. I'll just type in good old R in chat, even though it's spectator chat, you know, who knows? Admin might see it. There we are. It did something, I'm sure. So, knife round goes off. Overpass is the first map. Teknikum 1 versus JODAgaming. JODAgaming as the underdogs. We'll have to see what happens. Good little choke right there. Player going down early for good old JODAgaming. But then, that little bit of a comeback gets Teknikum 1 right up there. So much manpower left over that they can even kill each other. JODAgaming gets to choose, and they choose to stay on CT. Oh no, I don't have any water. Oh, this is sad. You guys should drink water, it's healthy. But I need water for my throat, so that's gonna be fun. Right then, the first map, I gotta press buttons on the keyboard now. T's looking to go for A first as their first play, but they're gonna have a good old bout over here on their way to A, and they win. Katten comes out on top. Gabrin going around through party, meeting up with his teammates, successfully pushing out to A. Still a bunch of CTs are on or around B as this push is going out. We'll have to see how it even goes. Clearing out the angles, they're doing a good job so far. And the CT's having a good defense. A lot of shots going out, but not too many hits there at long last. It's the accurate M9F USPs going, picking up their stuff. Katten unable to do it this time. JODAgaming definitely holding strong. That knife round definitely was a great win for them. And going with a force up. Wondering, there we are. Actually just going for the straight up M4. Lots of utility. And seemingly some sort of rush by Teknikum number 1. A little bit of split through tunnels. And their lower flank is gone. Dizzy gets taken down, at least while the fans cry out. Cutting the strong horse going down. Gabin, oof, nice and close there. Barely escaped with his life. And it seems the T's are completely separated. Z2 behind the CTs. Very good chance right here to make a comeback. It's only 2-3, and that is very nice. A very nice kill. No more CTs are on B, so that's a free plant. Z2 needs to get a good position and guard against these CTs, hopefully assuming correctly where they're coming from. That would be the first step, I imagine. Hashy Boy coming in now with a good flash to support him, and a good flank by his teammate Hump. Getting Z2 off guard, and then Gabden finally going down. Very good. A nice take by JODAgaming too. That is promising, even though it was against pistols. It might have seemed a little scary there when the T's were trying to take B, and they successfully did. Definitely could have done without that, but absolutely they managed, and they completely outdid the expectation everybody else seems to have. Here goes the rest of the hoodie. Goodbye. You served me well. So T is now able to get all the guns they could want and a lot of utility. And even the armor, lucky them. After such good rounds with so many kills, absolutely they deserve that. And now Teknikum 1 takes it nice and slow, just waiting for picks. Nice and standard playing here. As they rush nowhere. They rush to stop. You're always rushing, you just never know it. Rushing to sit still, and so on. CTs are one person down and have a 2-2 split with not the greatest guns on this site, a little bit of utility even. MP9 ready to go as soon as anyone comes around that corner. Seems to be taking the long spot though for more long range kills. The grenade goes out, does not do much at all. Cut in ends there rather. Getting taken out by the MP9, nice and humiliating. Fancy running around the smoke, being very sneaky, very well done. Gets the op, perfect play, absolutely outstanding. I don't want to be typing right now. This guy. Cotton's left. I'm really holding out my hopes on you, Cotton. Come on, you. Oh, so close. I'm still your fan, Cotton. I remember you from that day, like a day ago. So it is Tuesday, right? I believe so. Yeah, it's Tuesday, so that was yesterday. Cool. Seems to be a pretty good buy on both sides. A little bit lacking on the T's. I'm sure they can manage. Grenades and decoys and ops going off everywhere. I don't even know what's happening. All of nothing is what I can say. T's very slowly poking out, looking to go through bathrooms for an A play. Fancy choosing to rotate nice and quietly, or at least get closer to rotating, while still guarding B. The push is about to come in as soon as those players go around where they need to go. Bomb going out long. The first player pokes her head and gets just destroyed by Hashi Boy. Hashi Boy, you're keeping this side, aren't you? DZ going down as well. Hump finally. Not finally even at all. And well, The CTs did not fare so well in that round, that's for sure. Teknikum 1 really coming back into it as soon as they get their proper buy and as soon as they get their minds into the game, I guess. I'm not sure how much warm-up they had before this, so I hope they manage to get whatever cold muscles warmed up in that last round or two, and it seems they're doing well now. Just Yule board left with the op, really wanting to save it. Nice chunk of money to inherit for the next round. And nobody finding anybody. Good old Yule board. Keeping everything nice and normal. Money situations looking a bit dire on all sides. Almost both sides needing to save. No side able to actually buy an op. Only Yule board with that saved op. I would say the T's are a bit better off. The boost was attempted with that op that Yule board saved. It didn't really go anywhere. M's instead picking off Dizzy off in mid, and Yule board then going down, losing the op, hopefully giving it up to the T's if they noticed. Going up through stairs here, there's nothing really, no T's in sight, and as soon as you open the door, blam, a T. Homp tried his best to guard in, got traded out. Ompa left versus Homp. Cool. This is a situation I wanted. Homp taking little pit there. Omp going... Nope. Was going to just go for the fake, but expected Homp to be in the wrong area. Did not expect him to actually be on site, just expected him to be more safe with all of the bomb planting, and it seems we have a pause that one of the players wants to put out, but admin was not able to. We don't have that bot set up quite yet for that, but we are working on that as well as we can to get the players to pause when they need to. On their own whim. Just a good old save for JODAgaming. I wonder what kind of pause Teknikum 1 was going for. Whether it was technical or strategical. One single player lurking in bathroom, just around bathroom. Just outside of bathroom, there we go, got picked off. No long range op USP for you. Good man. And on A site, the fight is now on. Very dangerous, up close to so many pistols. Finally a player takes out Ompa. M's getting taken down, all the CTs just falling one after one, and there we go. Headshot through a box on Dizzy to finish it off. And no real value was lost, all the pistols were very cheap. And thus the CTs get to do a good old buy here. Fancy going with the MP9 and a lot of utility. Going for much more of a support role. T's. What have we got here? Who's starting out ahead? CT's with that loss bonus getting as much money, almost as much money as they can. One more round and they will be good to buy almost each round. So Homp with the most kills on the CT side, coming out ahead of the others. No assists though. What a guy. What a team player, eh? And Gabadin, I believe it was, yes, with the most kills on Teknikum 1 this time. The expected players that I expected to see really fragging was Katdin. And I know Ems from a while ago, he was doing pretty good. And they aren't showing up all too well this round. No player really is, Hump being the most exceptional so far. Ah, there's Yulbor doing his meminess again. What a guy. And didn't even catch that last bit, it just poofed away. And the pause is now over. Teknikum 1 having done with their technical difficulties or whatever was happening. I wasn't paying attention to chat whether they said it or not. Let's see if we can find out. What did they say? No, nothing. Well, Hump changed his name to reflect Yuleboard as well, saying heart, significant person. So nice. Shout out to Alicia and... Wait, Hump, you changed your name back. Oh. CT is being much more aggressive off of A now, dedicating many more players to take care of Long there, but it was almost fully spotted out or expected by Gabadin as a possibility, so it almost didn't do too much. Turned out highly successful though. The bomb, I believe, was spotted out, so the CTs have an idea of what the game plan is like. Here just poking around for any kind of lurks. There we are, straight to the fountain almost. The last player going down round party. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This match is turning out to be quite equal, 4-3 already. I make that sound like it's significant, but that's just how I phrase things sometimes. 4-3 is a pretty good round number to be at if you want long games, which I absolutely do. Ooh. Just yikes! Complete wash, not a single T getting anything done on that side, not a single point of damage being done. That's gotta hurt. Deagles firing off, pistols everywhere, just ouch. Not a single hit. I wonder what that does to Teknikum's motivation there. And I was just thinking, I can check 1 second. Nah, well, I couldn't really see. I'd have to click too many buttons, that would take too long. I was gonna check if Teknikum 1 played yesterday, I don't think they did. Or did they? TIS Helsingborg, he was the one I remember as well. But lordy lord, my brain has failed me. I don't even have my notebook around because it's still in my backpack and I never picked it up. So I can't even remind myself. But anyways, this round, one player has been picked off. Hump, not allowed to do anything for his team this round. T's posturing for a take through bathroom, nice and standard. Pretty normal as Ems comes around this corner. Poking the wrong way, almost. Ah. My brain. Did manage to get that kill, and Gabadin with the op on the slow follow on the teammates gonna help with getting rid of Yuleboard. Not even necessary. Captain and Z2 take the others out. Five to 4. It was 4 to 3 last I checked. What are you guys doing? You guys making this take forever? Good. I measure success in how much my voice hurts at the end of the day. How about that? A goodbye by both sides and lacking an op, which I'm sure JODAgaming would love. But they got a lot of everything else at least. Lots of nades being thrown out, ready to take out any CTs they may find. This extinguish on that molly gets them into that site. The smokes are good. They are able to almost safely get that plant down, but some sprays and flanks coming out. Just sprays this time, I think it was. And a nice two-way kill by 2 people, reducing this entire Teknikum 1 side to Captain only, with just about everything in the world to do. And then just ended like that. Cool. Nice and fancy. What a nice end to that round. This T's trying to push into that side as best as they could, but just getting knocked out. You might have called it a war of attrition. That's what that reminds me of. How they tried to push, but the CTs were just backing off and pushing back and utilizing time, basically. And Homp gets the good flank on Gabrin from behind, noticing the 2 players that are standing there and no bomb. So priorities have been set. Oompa almost going the way of Captain last round, but unable to die by grenades. No, it's gonna take a full op to take down Ompa, that's for sure. A bunch of trades going down the middle that I completely missed. Lower tunnels and T's going to maybe try to regroup and go A, it maybe seems. I would not be too opposed to some, well, no. I was gonna say save, but the 30 seconds left, that's an awful lot of time to die. So a bad idea. That's a pressing Y again. Teknikum 2 played yesterday. Thank you, I have a supporter in chat. Good old tech person in chat helping me out. Bomb does go down. I took a screenshot. And then Captain goes down as well, unable to hold the site. It is quite difficult to defend these sites, isn't it? It's going to be very interesting to see how JODAgaming does it in return. Now that I know for sure that Teknikum 2 played yesterday, Captain was on that team, and I remember Ems as well, so that's interesting that they're switching out players like that. They are the same school, so it makes a whole lot of sense. Reutilizing players, you might say. I would love to know what the rationale for that is. But in the face of ignorance, we can only move forward. As the smoke is a perfect example of that. They're scared of moving through the ignorance, so they won't. They will never get onto that site if they don't move through that ignorant smoke. Oh, I'll drop that for now. The T's got picked off, one of them, so it's a pretty under. Oof, there we are. That's what I was waiting for. Another good old pick off. Equalizing the game a bit more, getting JODAgaming to be a bit scared. Teknikum 1 doing a good job with waiting for those picks and peaks. Uleboard going to Toxic, spotting out the player. Gabriel knocking him out. Turning this back to a 3v4. I swear that was not my voice dying. The ops still doing work. Absolutely just taking control of the site. JODAgaming, absolutely. I can feel their motivation that they had. It's shining through. As I move things around again. There we are. Much more comfortable. Yeah, at the beginning of the game, JODAgaming said I managed to have a quick word with them, and they said they're absolutely, completely positive today. They made that clear. They were not gonna lose. They weren't giving it up for anything. That's what they made it seem like. And a big old rush coming out here, taking a good toll on those T's. Hash Patatas, Hashi Boy. I believe he was the one eating Pitti Panna before the game, so I can see why the inspiration for his name is this. 3 T's remaining, just Hashi Boy to go, but Captain looking the wrong way or something? What? That was pretty unfortunate. Whatever even happened there. That smoke didn't help you out too much. And Hashi Boy absolutely face rolling those T's then. Can now buy his helmet, look at that. Maybe a couple more nades if he pleases. Still though, Homp is above him by 4 kills. Absolutely destroying. Absolutely carrying the team, allowing for support roles to just do so much. A bit of a good old quick T push here. Good smoke comes out for Toxic at least, but Gabrin watching the wrong angle for the situation. All the CTs have been crushed on B, taking equal toll on the T's, so 2 players in window is all that's remaining. Hashi Boy and Homp, the absolute 2 scariest players on JODAgaming, going against Ems and Katten. Seemingly a big boost coming out, taking out Katten completely unawares. Perfect. Well utilized. I love to see it. And getting the bomb, Ems does not have much of a chance. Yeah, expectable with a smoke and a molly in the way. And Homp, of course. Hashi Boy and Homp really pushing that out. They got that without a doubt. Finally another op coming out. After winning as much as JODAgaming's doing, it's guaranteed that an op should come out. Okay, I see. Clips one of the players on Teknikum 2, if I remember correctly. Oh, yes, I remember his name from yesterday. Surely he's on Teknikum 2 and I'm not just making that up. He has come through and told me that this is the lineup for the rest of the tournament. Katten and Ems will be on Teknikum 1 from now on, it seems. Homp did get taken out earlier when I was reading that chat message, because I have to bend down all the way awkwardly over there, because this is an amazing setup I have now. Absolutely flawless. I didn't manage to see Homp, the biggest player on JODAgaming right now, getting taken out. What number is that? Okay, I tried my best to get there, guys. I tried. Anyways, on A site, the rush is good. A side is in control of the T's. Just a couple more coming through. Yuleboard getting a good op kill. In the expected directions of everything. With just about everything in the area, and then Gabadin only getting a couple shots before that up goes in, but then Katin coming out with double kills. For days. Katin showing up, that's good. I believe it was maybe 7-6 a while ago, 7-5, or no, clearly it wasn't 7-6, was it? Boy, 7-5, maybe 5-5 a while ago, but now it's 10-5 and halftime. Second half coming through. JODAgaming, what's your T side like? Not a whole lot happening now. Players finding their roles. Dizzy taking and trading shots. Gavin did go down to Homp. Z2 by headshot didn't do too much. Homp now regrouped with his teammates, and M's finally rotating over. After this is so confirmed to be this bomb site. And no lurkers are around. Ashiboy gets picked off almost for free, and Ompa and Z2 take out the rest of them as they came up that little ramp there. A good start for Teknikum 1 on this half. This is the kind of start they need. They have the good armor less destroying guns now, the MP9s, really good against armorless opponents. And the shotgun, that's gonna be fun. I do remember a lot of extra unusual guns being used by some teams a while back. Expecting some kind of rush, I believe. Teknikum 1 is ready for the close range. Some kind of push onto B is what JODAgaming seems to be preparing as well. With a single player around to flank any rotators from Teknikum 1. A good old get-right lurker. As they wait out the clock for the CTs to stew in their own defensive motivations. Fancy does get taken out, no kind of lurking for you, and Ompa finds a single player gets traded out. And then it just goes miserably as soon as the CT is found. JODAgaming hiding out. As soon as Teknikum 1 found JODAgaming, it was over. Their guns were absolutely completely outmatching JODAgaming's. And that was a very good time for Teknikum 1 to be peeking out. It yielded great results. Trading shots with Homp, that's a special idea. Very careful with that one, if you please. Now, seems JODAgaming is trying for the opposite idea. They do have guns this time, so it's going to be much more potent, and seems only one player bought up on Teknikum one side, so that leaves them at a little bit of a disadvantage, I would say. Gabriel does get the kill with the UMP, gets taken out, but he didn't buy a gun, so that only matters so much. More players being taken out at B, so clearly that is the play they're favoring now. Recognizing that fewer players can be at B now. Captain missing a few shots there. Unfortunate. Just a really good spray by Ompa, lining him up and just knocking him out. With M's on the side to get that last player. Ooh, that was some good team play. Teknikum 2 has 2 new players as well. Interesting. This is what I like to hear, though very interesting. That's gonna... I hope you guys can mesh and figure each other out, or at least get utilizing strategies, because you guys are a good team, I remember. I hope you can reclaim your former perfection. Homp getting taken down as the first one, hoping to get the frag to just open it up. T's having a little bit of a trouble getting into this A side. They finally get in, lock that bomb down. While grenades were almost starting to rain in. Now going for another good boost. Teknikum 1 showing what they have. It's not given too much returns though, unfortunately. No players are there, but it would have been great if there were. Just Fancy now with the op, as dangerous as ever, but he just barely missed it by a good old pixel. Getting taken out by Ompa. And 10-9 now. Alright. CT being a very good side to have. It's a good thing JODAgaming got that first knife round so they could choose CT first. Hopefully they don't let the motivation run out now that they've lost a few rounds at least. They've just gotta push. Just push! It's so easy. Even the pros can do it. Ooh, scary. Molly coming out, making players jump and have lava under their feet. Glorified lava. Boost again to spot out a player. Ooh, Captain, unexpected. Absolutely unawares about that boost. Took Captain out. So well utilized. And a good old flank. Don't even need a boost to almost take out Fancy. Instead of using that smoke elsewhere, has to use it to run away. So JODAgaming coming in with all of the utility they have left, which is a bunch. Gabden knocking down Homp, getting taken out by Dizzy, unable to reload in time. M's also getting taken out, leaving A side open and ripe for the taking. While 2v4, even though Huleboard only has 1 health and Fancy only has 6 health, they're still carrying guns, so that's not gonna end so well, I believe. That's my prediction here for Ompa and Z-Tooth. But hopefully I'm not counting them out. Z to Ompa! Well. Phew. And then I see this, the 7 health combined players have... Ooh, that stuff that just happened there. That defense is such a tough one, and so easy as well in some ways. All you have to theoretically do is just poke out and shoot, and then the CT will have to
stop defusing and look. But there were 2 CTs, so one could look, one could defuse, and one player had 1 health, one player had 6 health. So what kind of defense could you have then? That's really difficult. Whole bunch of fire damage being taken down. Just you were down to, again, really low health. A pistol's a good match for this person now. And the rush comes out, and it is good so far, despite all that health that was lost to that molly. They still were able to easily take that side almost. There we go, Ampa with a pretty good flank, then gets taken out by that frag. A friendly frag even, I had only noticed. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. And just like that, it could have been theirs. It could have been. But 11-10 is the round score now. Teknikum could have been the 11. I had a lot of faith just then that they could have. It looked so convincing with Alpa going in there with a kill like that. Yeesh. Fancy. Careful. Well done using that molly to run away. Another B play. It seems JODAgaming has identified B as a bit of a weaker spot, especially for this round. And unfortunately, plays molly. That's not gonna do much. Not gonna affect anything this round because Ems and Cotton are the only ones remaining against 5 JODAgaming players. I don't want to beat them. That's for sure. They can have my spot. Just Ems and Cotton to go. They should, by all rights, save. Could be one knife kill coming out here as soon as the players run away. But it seems like they're gonna run away the other direction instead. Yeah. Cotton definitely hoping for some kind of gun. Blam! That was a lot of glass exploding. My ears! Right then. Now would be a great time to mention the sponsors we have. Northern Sky, hosting the tournament, is also going to host many other LAN events, such as the finals for this tournament, for the winners of this tournament rather, down in Vexia. That final is also has another sponsor, which is the middle one, Quality Hotels Royal Corner. They are providing free rooms to the players of this tournament, so they can actually attend properly and quite cheaply. It's so good of them to do that. And then of course on the right there's us, Nordic ESL. We're happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. Ems is happy to sit there as well, it seems. Perfectly happy. I was talking with the team, or at least JODAgaming, before the match. They were extremely positive, like I said, but they reminded me Pittipanna is good. Hashi boy there was eating some Pittipanna before the round, and I gotta go to the store after this. Muleboard trading shots, finally getting the kill on Ems after a pretty scary bunch of stuff, but Homp gets taken out in return. A-site keeping itself up. Now free Ampa with the good placement, getting Hashiboy, who was trying to rush out to B with that bomb. And a good peek out there. Ampa really showing what he's got here. Well done. Where does that put us? Homp at the top of JODAgaming, Ampa at the top of Teknikum number 1, with Ems just behind him. as all the information you could want here if you would like it. Good old me down there too, Stringent. I got such an amazing score. Rush comes out from all these T's, not ending also well through the nades and guns. Just almost a brick wall. Perhaps not quite a brick wall, maybe just a plaster wall. It's still pretty heavy. Well, plaster isn't really that heavy. Oh, what's a little heavier than brick? Or lighter than brick, but heavier than plaster. That's that. Whatever that is, that's what JODAgaming just ran through to lose 3 players on that site. 4 players even at the end. Just Homp here with a dream. Considering how well he's showing up in this game, he's got a chance. An absolute big chance seems to be going down to window. Hopefully catch the CTs unawares. Let's see if they're paying attention or not. They are, but Homp finds the kill first. Finds the head, and this... Oh, that flashbang. That dodge M's, I loved it. And then the absolutely perfectly timed flick back to find the kill. And that was good right there. Really technical and really good. I hope the audio sounds a little better today too. I managed to tweak around with it and get things going much better. So I hope it's a little more survivable than it used to be. Personally, I strive for absolute excellence and perfection in everything I do. I just can't actually achieve it sometimes. Unlike M's, just having a dream and then absolutely crushing with it. Well done. Took out long completely, and A site is not going in the favor of JODAgaming, so they're gonna go to that very good defense spot. But this time it's 4 players against the 2 defending. They do have more health now, this though. So Dizzy does go down, and yeah, M's couldn't do it either with that Mac 10. Or maybe it was an MP7. Either way. That was a really tough call. Tough decision to stay there too. So I would love to know what's going on behind the scenes in these old matches, to hear the team speaks, just how tactical they're being. It always sounds a little underwhelming when you hear the players, because they're always just shouting out random stuff, and it's also relevant and they're doing stuff, and then it's all just what they actually do in the game that matters. But you just gotta read into it some, see what's actually happening. Blam. Good old smoke going out, covering window just fine, as the op had set up. Bomb is down and should be a fairly good save situation to be in, which is exactly what Teknikum's doing. Saving that op and that AK. Absolutely $0 on Gabadin, so a respectable choice to be saving this up. $12 to $13, looking like 13 to 13. There we are. Are you guys hoping for overtime? Do you guys expect overtime to happen now? You all were saying Teknikum 1 was gonna absolutely take this by a wash, by a long shot, but hey, maybe it'll go the way yesterday's game did. I know I wouldn't. I know I said I wouldn't spoil earlier, but here we go. Teknikum 2 lost that to Örebro. Grevska Örebro was a great team. Really showing what they had. A pick goes off to both sides, leaving not a lot of information, just knowledge that there are people on the other side of these smokes. T is choosing to stay and check for flanks and rotates. Nothing going anywhere, however. CT is remaining composed, seemingly. Gabden rushing around, actually. Getting to his position. Now the T's have decided to go to B. Which could well be a good choice. Where are you exactly? Alright, you are guarding A. Wait, did I say B? I meant A. Felt weird in the mouth saying A. So, 2 players are there, 2 players are far away from it, yes. 2 players are fully dedicated to each site. 4v2 is essentially what this is for a good 10 seconds, maybe? 5, 10? The shot goes off, the rush goes out, the rotate comes in, sprays come out. M's doing a great job. Finally getting taken out after he has no more ammo. Fancy, the last one remaining, trying to get the bomb down. Sprays everywhere through the smoke, and he gets knifed in the back. Gabadin really showing what he has there with that awesome skin he's got. Look at that thing. Wish I had a knife like that, that's for sure. I have a bigger knife at my parents' house, but you know, I'll let it slide this time. Seems like a rush coming out. A little fumbling with the nades there, fans. Come on. Toxic not quite cleared out by that molly, which makes Ompa get a kill. You bored. Just trying to do the spray but not getting anything. And then Cotton, of course, coming through with 2 kills, reducing this down to Fancy and what? Gabin, you're supposed to kill with the op, not tag. Or no, not even. That wasn't. Gabin was on freaking A. What am I talking about? Whoever was up in window there. You didn't have an op, but you touched him. That was funny. Teknikum 1 taking those last 2 rounds, securing this overtime at the very least. A moderate buy by JODAgaming, and a full buy by Teknikum number 1. That's how this round's gonna go, hoping all thumbs crossed and fingers held for JODAgaming there. A very good show so far. They deserve a little more than just losing a map. Absolutely losing it to overtime, maybe. That would be much more satisfying. Gabden just here getting a bunch of info each time he jumps. Nothing really happening around B, so Cotton is ready to rotate. As well as Z2 up in window. T's poking down connector, it seems. They're being a little interested in B now. Highly interesting that so many CTs are on A for this. I suppose there was a lot of noise being created passively at A, which took the ire of many of those CTs. Now Homp with a really good spot to get this off and this AK, almost the AK, out of Teknikum's reach. 2v2 situation. T is defending from one angle. They have both other angles covered, so there is no doubt that U-Board gets this kill. Ems. Then Z-Tooth comes in and trades out with that good old attention all being on Ems there. Utilizing Ems's attention and his teammates' attention being dragged away by that second player is perfect team play. I love it so much. As I spot another hole in my pocket. That's not cool. Gotta get these pants fixed. Ugh. 14 to 15 overtime is looking highly likely, as it is a save round for Teknikum 2, Teknikum 1, sorry. Y'all Teknikum boys, you got so many teams. You and Grilska. No, you and Ebersteinska. Grilska's got 2 teams. Ebersteinska has Ebersteinska Esport Blue, Ebersteinska Esport Red, and Eber Green. And so 4 teams. Then Teknikum has Teknikum number 1, 2, and 3. So you can imagine my confusions, especially with the Teknikum ones, with all that's different is the 1, 2, or 3. It's difficult to keep track of you guys. This last round, however, a great time to go off topic, if I say so myself. A side being the distraction while Bomb goes through bathrooms. Dizzy tried to rush through B, but didn't go too far. Got in with the op, really doing it up. Keeping this tease off A. This bomb has got to go down. Start getting this bomb taken down in your favor there, Yoda. Here we are. 3 players coming from the same direction. Flash is going to be great. Delaying these T's. Perfect timing with the second peak there after the first peak had gone off. Team plays. That's what wins you the games. This looks like it's going to go to overtime as Katten doesn't have all too much of a hope with that op being so close to the players, not knowing who the second player is, and boom! JODAgaming takes it to overtime. This is the second game in this tournament that has gone to overtime. I love it so much. The last game, just yesterday, went to overtime as well on the first map. Things are really ramping up, and it's only gonna get better from here till December. This tournament, of course, goes from the 5th of October to December 14th. And then the LAN in Vexia I mentioned earlier is in February, which these teams are going for. I do not know what this lag is about right now. Thank you, computer. Hopefully it calmed down now. Cool. And overtime, right. JODAgaming on T side to start it off. Both sides with as good of a buy as they can get. Honk managing to get one and getting traded out. Dizzy left with a CT diffusing right next to you. You got this. Oh, you didn't. I got it. Ah, oh, that's gotta be painful. Dizzy. They crouch when they diffuse. I know you can't see anything, but you tried your hardest. That's all that counts. I support you, Dizzy. Oh, you're gonna probably look back at that and really regret not aiming down. I can see the X-rays, so you're quite a ways off. Dizzy only left here waiting for any information or the call to move or any flanks to take care of, while the good old T-side friends prepping for the A-take. Are these CTs playing any bit particularly defensive this round? No, they're slightly poking. I'll get into a bit more offensive positions there. At least on B's site, they have a position at least that looks out into T territory. Then of course Ampa here doing the jump thing, getting the information. A scouting spot. Calling a friend to reinforce because of suspicious activity. But connector's under T control, so anything could happen. I hope that flash went well. I think it did. It looked like a really cool one. Oh, down here. Thanks. I took another screenshot. Thanks. Good smoke to get rid of that molly. Gets the T's onto that site, but they don't last all so long. They just fall one after another. Thanks to Gabardin and Z2 duo, Ampa taking that last kill. Giving them 2 rounds now in this overtime. "29 kills on Ampa, 28 kills on Ems. How absurd could you be? 32 on Homp. Yikes. Watch it happen. DZ getting picked off by being a little too aggressive, it seems, at B. Taught a lesson, you might say, by that op. And Fancy there, trying to do what he can against Teknikum #1, who's being so strong on this overtime CT side. Tough for me to tell right now if they're adapting or just playing so much more better. Because they started off on the lower end, going maybe 5 rounds, 4 rounds down before starting to really kick in. And then trading rounds until now. They're still sort of, well, I was almost going to say trading rounds, but the game went in favor of Yoda for a bit, and then in Teknikum for quite a while, and now Yoda on the down slump again, but they managed only after Teknikum #1 got to 15 to get to 15 themselves. That's no kind of small feat. So there is absolutely no reason to count them out. I say as that happened. I'm sorry, Yulwood. That wasn't so dignified. A nice and quiet death. Just some players coming up, ready to take care of the T's. T's have planted. Where is that exactly? That's by truck. They did not plant in that safe location they did last time, because that simply wasn't working for them, it seems. Fancy is the first line of defense, getting traded out, at least leaving a little something for Hashi Boy, but no teammates and no trading potential made Hashi Boy really tough. Made it a really tough situation for him. And switching sides again, of course, JODAgaming gonna show what they have on CT side. Maybe this goes to another overtime now, as my voice starts to give out. That was just a warning sign, we're fine. Big ol' aggressive push by CTs over by Fountain. Where are ya? You're here? No, you're not. Oh, I managed to get there in time. I'm so excited. And Ems gets taken out from, or Hump gets taken out by Ems from behind. A very big pick. JODAgaming a little too overzealous, maybe trying for a little too much. It was seemingly an A play, so JODAgaming now have that information, at least that there's somebody there. Nothing more than a single person, however. Now T is being called to A, you can tell. They're going around bathroom now. I don't really like that big map too much. Ah, the numbers changed. Mason, please. JODAgaming now on the doorstep of defeat again. Not a good sign for Teknikum number 1. This is possibly looking in JODAgaming's favor, especially since CTs are defending. There's always a defender's advantage. And very well done coordination there, absolutely. Yikes, scary good. And picking them apart just around every angle they do not know about. They're just looking at every other angle and then just being shot from who knows where. From that single pixel they never expected. Very well placed. Very good placements by Yoda. I refuse to say lucky. But even though that's what it looked like. Harumph. JODAgaming 16 to 18. Trying to take out Teknikum number 1. Previously, JODAgaming might have been a little sad about their defeat they had. Oh, I would get my journal right now, but it's the end of the game. I can't just cut them there, standing in the flames. Oh, flashed, so I couldn't figure that out. Ouch. That's an unfortunate loss. A particularly well-timed flash for that molly too, I gotta say. It may sound like I'm overpraising people, but I'm just praising what needs to be praised. Good flash goes out by Ems. Praise that too. He's separating, looking for flanks and preparing for any intrusions onto their territory they can deal with, but party is now open, connector is being taken. So Ems is ready. The good save. They've been playing so I would like to say slowly, but it's pretty standard. They've been doing that for quite a while, standing around, so I hadn't even paid attention to the time. Gotta start doing that. The last round going out before possible overtime 2. Which would make it the second overtime of this tournament. Nothing going on yet. Everybody's quite tense as Teknikum number 1 needs to win this. JODAgaming also absolutely need to win this to secure the next overtime. So they're poking out even more slowly and carefully as they could. Even more than they did before, while they have some players waiting at B for a hopeful fake. As the nade catches the corner there, they're gonna be rushing through, making some noise. And then as the CT successfully rotates out, there he goes. A single CT remaining is all that defends B, as the 4 players are now on here. And a nice angle from Dizzy, getting so many kills. 2, opening it right back up, making this defense for the T's so much harder. Captain finally getting that kill after a bit of a spray. The other CTs are here and ready to go. With the bomb taking down their ears, almost got that. And Gabidin, the last remaining, gets opped by Yuleboard, and we got a second overtime. Oh, buddy. My back is killing me. I chose to stand for the cast today, and it's, oh, my neck. What a great day to choose that, eh? I did it because I figured it gave me more energy, so we'll have to see how that ends up. So overtime number 2 then, 18-18, if you can believe it. Everybody counted out JODAgaming at the start, but it seems they're completely equally matched. Seems that last game JODAgaming had was a wake-up call saying, you gotta get ready, you gotta get going. These are the big boys. As Homp takes out M's exactly like that. He's posturing for T is posturing for B. And then spreading out again to capture connector for the flanks and perhaps picks, and to determine whether A is a good site. Who's just waiting at the back of this site there? Poor Fancy going down. Spray transfer was not quite good. The first kill was, however, that is what their team needed. Yuleboard with the op getting the miss, the critical miss. This first round of the second overtime starting to drag on for the last 2 players of JODAgaming. They try for a boost. What do you see here? No players to be spotted. And they just give up and save instead. Very nice. Tried for what they could find, but found nothing and reduced their losses as much as they can. And then Z-Tooth getting out with a good old half health. Half a single health point. Teknikum number 1 getting that first round of the half again, but this time on the T side, so that's highly promising. Oh, well done. You managed to put that very elegantly next to that balloon, so the overall composition of that picture became very balanced. Yes, well anyways, Teknikum number 1 did take that first round on the T side instead of the CT side, so that gives, in my eyes, JODAgaming a much harder time. They must reciprocate or lose. They must match 1-1 or they will go to the next map with the disadvantage. The maps today are, of course, Overpass, I believe Nuke, and, oh, what was that last one? Oh, I have it in chat, 1 second. Overpass, Nuke, and Inferno as the decider map. I have to scroll back and see which one was whose pick. As the T's are crashing onto the site, they start to get 2 trades, more trades, but didn't trade out the last player, so Katten is alone against Dizzy and Yuleboard. Now that's a tough call. Katten, just the AK getting Yuleboard's up as best he can. Single player behind. Oh, right after the time goes out. Perfectly weighted. Very good control and composure by Dizzy, I think it was, to wait behind that truck until the time went out. All 5 eyes of the CTs there, keep an eye on the time and everything that's going on, and keeping the communication up to allow that to happen. In the best possible situation for the CTs. The last round before they switch sides. B is the play with one player on the lag behind the get right. Dizzy Yule board and Fancy ready to take everything out as soon as it pokes its head. Smokes down. Nothing's poking through those smokes without dying. So now another player's poking around other sides of the map to determine the state of those. Hop goes down to Gabadon. That's a good pick. Homp is the best player so far with the most kills on the Homp Gaming, sure. On JODAgaming. Ompa did get traded out, so that is not the best as well. Quickly check. Homp is indeed on top. The only Yule board behind him making that op really useful. I think Ompa has 32 kills, so it's essentially useful. Gabadon getting another kill, getting up to 20 kills in total for that player. Planting for bathroom. They will have a much better chance surviving this round. Teknikum number 1 again. I can absolutely see taking this, even though they just lost a player and making me start to eat my words slowly. Okay. JODAgaming coming back nice and scary, like Fancy going for that one nade that got him a kill before. And the single player remaining. Jeez. Fancy versus Ems, and alright, Fancy dedicated himself entirely to that plant, didn't want to fake, threw away his guns in such dedication, so Teknikum number 1 took 2 rounds on that T side. This will be a tough one for JODAgaming if the entire game 4 is any indication. CT side is where they got many rounds. They struggled a bit more on T side, so Teknikum number 1 supposedly on top here. As a rush to try and gather space to breathe, completely denied them. Teknikum number 1 had pushed out earlier and certainly didn't give up in a single inch. Traded a rock for a gold piece. Getting those 2 kills in connector. T's in such a terrible position now. So much weight on this round here. The last round, if Teknikum 1 wins for this map, it looks like it will be a slow putter into defeat. Gabadon gonna be the next player to beat the T's, and Gabadon wins out once, not twice. Fancy getting Gabadon, taking it down to a 2v4. The first trade we've seen this round for the T's. M's kind of risking it going so slow. I think he was spotted out by Fancy, was it? No, Dizzy. Must have been spotted out. Dizzy getting a good kill, the entry frag. Fancy being scared, putting that down, getting into the game. Absolutely good to stay swivel mode. To just be ready to go. Dizzy here and Fancy. I've seen some great team plays with JODAgaming, so I can see this going so well for them. Dizzy taking out the first player, but then Captain going in, getting that trade. Fancy and Captain didn't really know where Dizzy was, but still won. Still got that flick and that crouch, and that Dizzy couldn't really cope, it seems. Well done by Captain. Coming out when the team needs it. Alright, now we're on the last point. Okay, I miscounted. Right. I had assumed it was not freaking overtime. Yeah, whatever. This is the last round here. As you saw, the match point thing confirms me. (19 to 21) is a good age range to be, at least. So Yule board with the SG now, not as preferred op, still a scope. Not exactly the same, however. Hop pushing through garden, long, whatever you want to call it. Takes a peek up at this boosted spot, self-boosted spot. Scouting position, I'll call it. Tries to see above that smoke, does not see much of anything. No CTs are really doing much on A side more than scouting themselves. Smoke's going down. A rush is in effect. The defense coming through here. Nobody sees anybody in all this smoke. The bomb is down in the wrong area, but not planted in the right area, but not planted. Fancy does get on top of the box to take a Gabit in. That's really good. A promising round for JODAgaming. Almost, they just need to retrieve that bomb. It's not planted yet, guys. Careful. This round is against you. Z2 is getting knocked out by... No, it's... yeah, getting traded. Finally, Hop takes the initiative and puts it down the bomb. Just Captain remaining versus Yuleboard, Dizzy, and Homp. Ooh, yeah. Yuleboard doesn't seem to need any kind of op. He's just got it. And here we have the last round once again of overtime 2. Boy, I hope our admins have figured out what they're gonna do if this goes to overtime 3 or 4. It's not much of our admins picking out. I know actually it's in the ESL's official rules set what happens, how many overtimes they can go to. Precisely what happens at 3 overtimes, I don't know. It was a couple weeks since I read it, and it's legally worded, so that's fun. Really easy to remember. Oh, but with a good MP9 kill. Oh, so close to getting taken out. 4 health left after a nade, even the follow-up nade, and M's on long, really taking that out. Making Teknikum just plain win. 1 versus 5. That's a tall ask, even for you, Yuleboard. Having some fun with the door, you're trying to go to connector, but they're just plain rushing you. They know they're gonna win. At that point, they absolutely knew. Well played. 2 overtimes, 22 to 20. Oh, that was so good. What a treat. Not much time there to digest the scoreboard, of course, but they'll have to do that in some analysis video later or whatever. Which is what we're planning to start doing, by the way. Start making some analysis videos, and gonna try to get some help on and get those pumped out. Or perhaps not analysis videos exactly. Maybe you guys could do that instead, and we'll just put out the highlights videos. Or the full games. Let me know if you want the full games put out on YouTube. for your viewing pleasure. They're also on VODs on Twitch, so you can view them there easily. So what are you guys' opinions now? Are you thinking JODAgaming isn't the underdog anymore, as you guys expected before? Is Teknikum 1 now the underdog? Even though they did win that map, they're so evenly matched. What do you think Nuke is going to be like? I gotta check out who picked Nuke here. JODAgaming picked Overpass and Teknikum number 1 picked Nuke. So that was Teknikum winning JODAgaming's own choice map. Well, let's see what happens this time. Big old question marks. I believe there is a 5-minute break of some kind, which might be employed. We'll have to see. What's happened in chat? Nothing. Alright, yeah, nothing yet. So, should the players want, there will be a 5-minute break, but otherwise, I think I will be back yeah, I'll be right back myself. I gotta go get some water. Oh, you can watch a knife round while I do this. Oh, I'll be back in a second, sorry. Right, I have achieved water. What a lovely time to be in. Please do go get some refreshments yourself. Maybe some pitti panna, as Hashi Boy was eating at the beginning of the last game. Before the match started. Clearly it was his lettuce. No, spinach, I mean. That's a Popeye the Pirate reference there. It's an American thing, I think. Maybe British. They always have the weird ones there, too. This map is particularly interesting as well. So many different angles for smokes that... just grenades in general, that allow you to take that B site. I think that's the one on top. Oh, it's A site on top, yes. So, not quite so many for B. And the terribly difficult rush down through secrets, for instance. Or a terribly hard time getting down through vents with a good old pistol rush, something it turns difficult this round. This entire map. Eesh. Water already coming back on me. This entire map, it's not the easiest. JODAgaming picked Nuke, did they? Oh yes, so they did. I had that backwards. There was a blob of text I had to read. I apologize. JODAgaming did pick Nuke, so this is JODAgaming's pick, and Teknikum 1 is did win their map pick, but barely then. That's how I'll say that. So JODAgaming may be matching Teknikum 1. They did so well last time, even though Teknikum 1 got out in the end. I wonder what JODAgaming is going to be like on their map pick. Thank you for pointing that out, by the way. I got so many things to pay attention to, I can't really decipher a text message too well when it's just a blob. Ah, good. 4 rain skins on that. Nice. On the default M4 even. Jeez. Please. I wonder if CSGO is ever going to add sights and stuff to the games. I imagine they'd be completely useless because you've never used the sights on any guns that are on scopes, but then they could be quite the aesthetic thing to have. They do have, of course, they couldn't change the models too much because that would just be fair or unfair depending on what bit of your screen is revealed or hidden. And nobody would let that be lived down. They do have gloves and stuff, just no hats, so that's... These CTs are even wearing hats, it's absolutely something they could do. Ooh, those, nice. Tick ticks by Hom. Another sly drink of water as this knife round starts. I'm even commenting on my own actions now. That's promising. JODAgaming having one player flanking out around behind. Equal, fairly equal, nope, and there we go, Teknikum number 1 wins. They pick to stay on the CT. Very good. That's not Teknikum number 1 at all. That is JODAgaming on CT then. JODAgaming won that round. The 2 names at the top are messed up currently. Players not doing what their team name says. Jeez. So JODAgaming is on CT here. Teknikum number 1 is on T and attacking. And it seems Teknikum number 1 is coming down a ramp, which is very well defended by Hashi Boy. Good old running USP headshot there. Scaring off those T's, pushing them off elsewhere. They do manage to get... I'm trying to switch to a T, but they're all dying before I can get to them. They did manage to get that bomb down on A. So... good old Hashi Boy still in heaven. Getting that and having some fun there, are ya? Fancy. Tried to wait for Hashi Boy to distract good old Oompa here. And, ooh. Alright, did disrupt the plant there, but it should go through easily enough. Didn't have the kit, so we couldn't stick the defuse quite so early enough. Gotta keep my water handy now. That was a massive first map. outside being favored by the T's now, as CTs are not really anywhere to be seen. JODAgaming not defending outside too well. Just a single player try and push out very far, pretty aggressively. Got completely overrun by JODAgaming. B is quite heavily defended with a couple players there. And of course the verticality of this whole map makes it so easy for them to rotate. Very long range MP9. Dizzy's got a lot of faith in that MP9. Hashi boy getting good information through B here and going to seemingly rotate up through vents to meet an entire load of T's. Not actually choosing to go up the ladder. Good. Just waited for a few and now going to save for any exit frags. Every other angle is essentially covered by T's. Even one poking out through ramp, but secret is the place to be. Hashi boy going to get spotted out in a second by an MP9, and does, ooh, that was close. Almost too far above Hashi boy's own sight range there. But the MP9 still not able to match up to the M4. Single scout coming out for JODAgaming and an op for Teknikum number 1. What's Mr. Op doing? Poking outside, getting almost that kill there on whichever other players sitting there. Fancied scout versus op. I figured that was it, and would you believe that scout wins? Gabardin just outside of the reaction range, maybe distracted by something. Ompa trying to take on Fancy's good old scout. Not gonna work too well. Possibly some poking out to ramp can happen later. Just hanging out in lobby, waiting for the good opportunity and the players to be in position. You'll board on the other side of that, Evans. Careful there. Get this good kill. Oh, stop spraying. That was unfortunate. M's going down. Yuleboard finally going down after the spot was known about for a while. The bomb is now soon being planted for Mini. Hashi boy choosing to save after having all of him and his teammates losing that fight. Oh boy, my energy level went down. I gotta get myself back up. Oh, harumph. Yeah, come on. 1-1. T still being quite defensive of this bomb. Ready to go. And not these escape picks. They're so far between. Nobody is ever going the other direction as the other player. Always opposite directions. Nobody's ever getting those picks. Jeez. Really just an M4 for Teknikum number 1 there. Oh, is this? We have the names are corrected now. Good. Just Hashi boy there with that good old M4. Doing some trades down here in ramp, getting the good kill highly necessary, and the rest of the... Ooh, a nice double kill by 2 CTs, or not quite a double kill. Then just this slow putter into Gabardin finally being left over with an op. And Dream... Oh! Apparently the team damage at some point too. And then we have 2-2 as well. Interesting. They just keep trading rounds. Please. My voice. I gotta train up anyway. I'm good. So... JODAgaming looking promising on the CT side, but you might say that's a little bit struggling as well. As far as I can figure, this map is a little bit CT-sided with all I've heard from pro analysts who cast much more skilled people and have done for much longer. Hop got Oompa. Yeah, those casters also have people aiming the cameras for them, so they ain't gotta press these buttons. What are you guys doing here? You got A side covered, ramp is covered. A side having a few people on it. Outside is of course covered. Almost a fight happened there. Heaven can have a player in an instant thanks to ramp being covered. Seems T's are choosing to go through ramp down to B, or at least see what's over here. Nope, alright. Yep, now it's coming out through ramp. They have finally chosen that this is what they want to do after a little bit of a break, but it ended so bad. Oh no. Z-Tooth, there. The last one alive. The Faith Z-Tooth, I have it. 9 seconds, you're probably just gonna save or something, so... There we go, Hashi Boy pays for all that he's done. Good flash goes out, almost a really good peek. So close on that spray. A single bullet off. JODAgaming taking a 1-round lead now. This is not the best for their banks, I gotta say. Winning and losing one? Teknikum #1 having to save now, so this will likely be JODAgaming's round. Going with the rush outside, they can only kill so many with an op before the op dies, surely. But then the AK comes out to support, and 2 players at least have already passed. Ooh, that burst mode, that's interesting there, and JODAgaming do indeed take it 4-2. I want to see some really special tactics like they had in the last map. I don't want to notice, like I am noticing, that players perhaps don't know this map quite as well. There aren't as many team plays happening, that's for sure. The grenades are only partially there. There's much less space to use the grenades here, as in throwing them up through the window at the top of A. Can only do that from a single side. That takes a lot more planning and dedication to that single roll, as well as security, keeping all the players away from the CT, or away from long there, Marshmallow. Only some trades coming in Yule board, taking the sorry end of some trade of bullets. But that's alright, he's been on 1 health before to come out just fine. Actually, that's a lie, he did die that time. ramp being taken out. Good trades coming out favoring Teknikum number 1. They are on B side as fast as they can possibly be on B side. Getting that bomb down in these final 3 T's, CTs, T's, CTs, 3 T's and 3 CTs are against each other, pitting their wits against this B site. Good old 40-ish seconds left, 35. Dual board goes down, so that's a very massive component of JODAgaming's offense taken down. Fancy getting a good poke onto Cotton. Just where he didn't expect it. Alright. I'm thinking Homp. He chose to save like a minute ago. An interesting time. I figure Homp just had to leave or something, and yeah, alright. Restarted the computer. What's happened so far? Not all too much use of tactics. It's been mainly a ramp push that's been notable. A secret push that's also been notable. But not much in the way of full-on tactics. Team plays like we saw in the last map. That was actually outstanding to see all of that. People are talking. Let me see what this information they have here, if it's anything relevant. Alright, no, that was just that. Yep, there's no new information to have, so we are just waiting for Homp to reset his computer properly. Do we have any fans in chat? Teknikum number 1, JODAgaming, or it is a good old 9 p.m. so getting a little late. I can see definitely dinner is starting to make you real tired now. So typing in chat might be a bit much to ask, but if you could let me know which team you like, that would be amazing. See what kind of hype we have going for which side. They've been so equal, how do you even choose? I suppose I can go over the teams a little bit. I have not done that yet. JODAgaming is from Umeå. That is way up north in Sweden, and where we are casting, where I am casting this, and where NESL is based. Teknikum number 1 is down in Växjö, pretty close to southern Sweden. Definitely in the southern section of Sweden. I believe JODAgaming is the only not high school team around here in this tournament. I am not sure of that. I haven't actually asked or run into that piece of information. It's just an assumption. Teknikum number 1, however, is very much a high school team. And as I discussed earlier, their roster changed a lot on all their teams. Even Ebersteinska's teams have changed a lot. Krilska, their teams, I don't know if they changed so much. I haven't seen too much of them. I have casted a Krilska Avor and Krilska Örebro game, so I have it in my notes somewhere. Homp is back at long last. Very nice. Even kept his score. How good. As we get back to unpausing this match in a moment. JODAgaming should have a pretty positive mindset going here after such a technical pause there. They should be able to go over tactics and decide what they want. pep each other up. Maybe go over, fetch a Red Bull or something. Or no, I can't say that. It's a brand name. Damn. I'm not used to the whole brand name thing. Go over and get some energy drinks. Other options are available. To pep themselves back up for this seemingly really long game. This is what CSGO is about. Really pits the teams against each other, how long they can play, just the amount of stamina they have. It's no problem for pros, but of course pros do this as their full-time job. Some of these teams, they do 2 to 4 or so games per week. That's what their team does together. The rest of the players just play on their own with friends or matchmaking. So not exactly a full-time job there. Rushing down secret, these T's have got their idea that they want to go to B. No actual picks are being found. Just a single CT going down. Hump. Hump, your name is now Ida. Love Ida. Love to see it. Board, love Alicia. Hump, love Ida. Shout out to Alicia and Ida. As JODAgaming seems to have the upper hand on this round. Bomb is not planted quite yet. It is almost in position. On B at least. Here we are, bomb is going down. 2 versus 2, retake situation for the CTs. Not a promising start. Board, the one left. A single player to go down after getting a good trade on Katten. Z2. Board, careful, you're freaking out. Oh, get him. Oh, that was such a well-placed nade. But Z2 unfortunately was peeking out and did get the kill. And took the round. A very good round for Teknikum number 1, bringing it to 4-4 again. Very tying it up. Just so... Oh, I love it so much. Bring on the CSGO. We have a bunch of utility for Teknikum number 1 and a bit of a force buy for JODAgaming, trying to keep themselves in the running. T's want to defend against long, outside, whatever you want to call it. But not willing to push out there for the potential op, which there is none. I'm not sure if they are able to assume whether there is a save coming out from the other team based on round numbers alone, whether they save or whatever. Whether they save or force up, rather. Bah, Gabbardin, there's a little thing there, I know you know it. Did a little bit of a misfall there. There's this little ramp kind of thing, something put up against the wall that you can fall down onto the vent to not take any fall damage from that. This retake, just Board left against Z2 and Katten. Certainly, with how much Board has been going this game, I can see this happening. Z2 going down and just Katten being baited out by the defuse. Oh, I like it. That smoke sound and the defuse surely combined to make Katten think that was a full-on attempted defuse. And then 0.3 seconds remaining. Not close at all. Calculated. What's this round starting out like? 10th round, we are having Board at the top. Understandably, the kills much more well spread out on Teknikum number 1. But I don't think there's just as many kills on all of Teknikum number 1. Board coming with that good old dual kill. A single player remaining. Fancy taking out the other 2 players that are missing. Oma. Left with just that P250. Not even a dream. Yeah. M4 just slices your head off. Any verb you could have there, slices, takes off, incinerates, everything like that. Now is probably a very good time to point out our Facebook page, NESL1. I manage that myself, so I would be very much more happy that Fancy is after that kind of MP9 rush that almost went so well. 4 health remaining on that player, on Z2. I manage the Facebook page like I was saying, and it would do me a great honor if you went over and liked it and shared the posts. I post about every game and every day that is on, and any reschedules that happen, it's all on Facebook. There is also a Facebook event for this Northern Sky School tour with every updated game. I curate it perfectly, if I say so myself. There's not even much happening down at B. No defense almost at all players up at A. With Captain getting taken down after putting down the bomb. Just Gavin left versus 4. And now being spotted out, taking off one of the higher health players. That's good. And bomb will be defused. Not quite. Alright. Do you have a kit? Yes, you do. But that Molly didn't miss as well. I was expecting Board to just stick that defused and then be on his merry way. Oh, it would have been pretty good play. Another place you can get information about NESL and the Northern Sky Tournament is on our website, nesl1.com. Please do go there as well. All scores are there, all the much more detailed information is there. You can also find embeds for the stream, and ESL's much more pro bits of streams that they have. The pro scene, the pro league, that's the one. All of the above. Secret being battled out here by Z2 taking out Homp. Only losing Captain for Homp. That's an absolutely good thing. Homp also getting taken out. And then Gabrin rushing down, getting picked up from behind, from the side maybe. Losing that bomb and telling the CTs where to go. And then Yuleboard was just about to switch to him, I swear. Mr. Petipana Hashi Boy doing the work on a B site. I'm not tired at all. Had those angles down pat. Knew exactly where the players could have been. Expected them to be there, absolutely. You spin that gun as best as you can, Hashi Boy, that's right. You deserve some gun spinning. JODAgaming now 8-4 over Teknikum, doubling Teknikum's score. Showing they have a lot of strength on this nuke side. This nuke map. CT side at least. If they can get any more rounds, it will be great, because now if Teknikum number 1 take the rest of the rounds, it will be 8-7, and then we're just back to being equal again. So any round here I would say is a bonus for JODAgaming. Homp hiding in the smoke as best he can. Not gonna do too much out there, you know. Action's all in here. You got that smoke. Oh, I think he's having another trouble, more trouble as well with this game. That's really unfortunate. So I would think this is basically down to just Hashi Boy here. A bit of a handicap for Joda, maybe. Hashi Boy picking to save as well. It's possible CTs will find... No, they almost found Homp there. Threw the nade over there. And now Homp has to disconnect as well. And then restart Steam or something. Yep, he is lagging out. It's being reported by Yuleboard. I am unsure how many pauses tech pauses or otherwise, the players get. It's something for the admin to know. I ain't here doing no admin. Homp is back nice and quick this time. Like, nice. Saved myself a lot of talking. And we've got a good buy coming in from both sides. No ops, so they're both not doing too hot on the money. Definitely leaving a lot wanting. As free time gets cancelled, more money on Teknikum number 1 by almost twice as much as what JODAgaming has. Their team value, see if I can find that, fairly equal. Slightly favoring JODAgaming by maybe a nade or two. Nothing going to happen outside. Someone hopping up to Marshmallow or Silo, whatever you want to call that one. Posturing for ramp, these CTs are going to go for a B play or maybe out to heaven. Possibly just to straight up deathmatch. I can see it. Secret definitely being contested for. But it's a well guarded, and Amazon is going down. What's happening over there? Trying to push out onto ramp. He did get taken down. A stalwart defense. Traded out. So it is 2 players down to 1, favoring Yoda. I guess in true Swedish it would be Yoda. Someone correct me if that's wrong. Not about to start throwing in Swedish pronunciations everywhere and just make everybody's ears bleed. Although it's mainly the grammar that I'm bad at. We got Hompa did get taken down by Katten, a little bit of revenge for a while ago. Katten started to show himself. For some reason, Katten is just a female name to me. I don't even know what these players' genders are, so I'm just saying he for all of them. For the sake of equality, because I'm American. We say he over there. That's my excuse there. But of course, I mean nothing by it. And 9 to 5 is the half. Nope, 9 to 5 is coming in now. Yep. This is that match point. Half-time point. Not quite match point just yet. Daniel, please. Going into lobby, these T's posturing for some inside take. Getting some outside control and information. They will at least get Homp inside, or that was outside, yeah. Well played on that. Yuleboard almost going down. Getting naded. And shot, probably. all the T's still waiting for their day of glory here. No door left. So they get a free picks onto A if there is someone risking walking around. Seems to be just Yuleboard there in the corner. Is it Yuleboard? Yeah, it should be. And then Hashi Boy getting taken out over by Ramp. Then the CT's already down on the B. Well done. Just one CT really in their way, as the rest of the CTs were waiting for some kind of A push or to rotate. Leaving B fairly unguarded. Almost let that bomb go down, but didn't give enough time for it, as they couldn't quite take the site properly. Left behind over in all those doors, you know. Yikes. We've got another timeout here for the JODAgaming, is it? Is it area exit in the game, maybe? One year later. Good old Ampa telling us all what we need to know, what we need to think. I gotta stand on some kind of pillow. This standing casting thing is great, but geez. My feet. Just had to be the longest game of the tournament, did it? If you didn't see the first map, it went to 2 overtimes, by the way. Ended 22 to 20, I believe it was, in favor of Teknikum number 1. A lot of unfortunate technical difficulties coming out for Homp. Does not help Yoda's situation. But even with that handicap of 2, maybe 3 rounds being visibly impacted by Homp's, at least 2 rounds up to now being impacted by Homp's lagging and game freaking out, whatever's going on. Possible internet issues even. Even with that handicap, JODAgaming seemed to be doing just fine. 9-6 at the halfway point. I have absolutely no idea what this pause is for. I can try checking what this all stuff is. We do have, actually, I just got the announcement. You can see on Discord if you're there, the match for tomorrow has been rescheduled to the 27th. What is it, 27th? Is that that day is one of those Sundays, alright. I have a test on Saturday I gotta deal with. That'll be fun. It should be pretty easy for me because it's freaking, it's like one of the early tests of the year, so it'll be fine, I'm sure. I did the studying thing, I swear. I gotta take another drink of water. Here we are. Oh, it is Homp that has the trouble now, is it? I thought it was someone on Teknikum side. Interesting. And there's M starting to freak out with all the energy building up. I need a energy drink myself or something. Quick caffeine injection, one of those caffeine patches maybe. Oh. At least I don't have to get up early tomorrow. That's the best thing in the world. Still have to get up, and that's just not the best thing in the world. At this rate, the store is gonna close before I can get to it. Darn, I gotta go shopping tomorrow. Ugh. Seems we're ready to go anyway. Homp is back and ready for another match at least. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Reminds me of the US. The internet service providers are just that reliable there as this. Then we have ramp being secured by these pistol round CTs as they push over pretty aggressively, finding a pick onto Dizzy and getting another pick maybe onto Hashi Boy. All right, really stirring up trouble with these T's. They instantly run away, and they did very nice. JODAgaming saw that they had given up the site in order to do that rush, so they rushed over to take the site. Unfortunately, Heaven is a terribly difficult place to fight from. To fight against, rather. So perhaps B would have been a good play there. Would have taken this CTs much longer to get there. But even the choice coming out to do so was a very good idea. I can imagine this now gets matched in scores 9-9 very soon as a result of that pistol round going so convincingly one way. Fancy going for the peaks and missing, unable to get the kills while the whole team just gets wiped out. Main contributor of that, I believe, was Z-Tooth and Gabadon doing all the killing. Mainly outside. 9-8, my prediction is coming through. 9-9 soon on us. Should JODAgaming win this map, their pick in this series, we will go to, if I can remember with my brain cells, it was Overpass Nuke, and then, oh, I said it so many times, what am I doing? Inferno, that's right. I have to always scroll up to there. And Inferno, of course, was picked by nobody, is just picked out of not being banned. That's how it was picked. Gavin, a very good spot. Completely outside of Hashi Boy's expectations. And Homp going down as well. Board now left to defend Mini as the bomb is planted, and very good kill on the Captain. M's in heaven. Gonna be blinded and allow for Board to run away. Now the flank potential M's is realizing could be very real, so he's gonna back off and save. A great choice. 2 nades, an M4, full armor, absolutely. Against 3 players, not much hope in winning on that account. Oof. JODAgaming did manage to stop Teknikum number 1's advance and keep their lead, re-securing their lead now that they have weapons again. It is almost even footing for JODAgaming and Teknikum number 1. Teknikum number 1, if I enunciate correctly. Good smokes come out. As the spams also go out. Hashiboy only the one getting taken down. Still a player lurking behind outside. Some players still in lobby as well. Only a single player making it down to secret, making a whole bunch of noise on his way out. Dragging the CTs down there and keeping their attention there. They realize Esport has to be there. At least one player has to be there. So Ompa choosing to go away at quite the wrong time. Gavin wasn't at quite the right angle to keep his back secured. Gavin will now go up ramp, see players to see, kill Dizzy, making this round equalized as Z2 takes out Hump. Just Gavin Z2 versus Fancy Yuleboard. Both CTs are well, one CT is actually on A, but got spotted out quite early. Just the very great angle coming out from Yuleboard. Seeing who was that? Z2. And Gavin taking Heaven gets taken out by Yuleboard. Wow. Yuleboard won't even let Heaven stop him. He's just got everything under control. Another round secured for JODAgaming brings it to 11-8. I would imagine this goes exactly over 2 and possibly beyond 30 rounds. Just like the last map. I believe 42 rounds that one went to. Just a wash of everybody. Everybody's dying over on A. And here I am sitting watching outside. Another round for JODAgaming. Pure deathmatch mode is all they needed there. Couldn't even tell if that was a... Looking at the stream, I think... No, that's 2 rounds behind, alright. Unknown if that was a buy round or not. Considering their money situation, I'm gonna say that was a save round for Teknikum last round. Unfortunately, I didn't check. Much too busy talking about whatever I was talking about. Yuleboard outside again, looking for a pick. Smoke as his only cover. We have ramp as well, not being pushed on any side. Yuleboard did get taken out by the op. And Fancy seemingly took out Captain as a return frag. A little aggression down to ramp, I believe, resulted in Yoda losing one player, Dizzy. Unless that was somewhere, that was likely outside. No, that's where Dizzy was, yes. Body's just behind Homp there. Now Homp, the scary force coming through ramp, saw the player. What have we got? Who's down there? Hompa. Not getting killed, that's a good start. Homp doing his best to get these hallways cleared from CTs and rushing down Ompa with no health, or rather Homp with no health gets killed by Ompa, and another lucky headshot, I'd imagine, by Ompa, or just a great transfer of spray. I'd see that second. No, what? That's words, whatever. 27 kills on Yule board. Homp with 5 kills. That is surprising. I have not been paying attention to that at all. Kills are very well stacked on Yule board for JODAgaming. I can definitely tell you Yule board is having a great day. Just running around like the speed of sound, just apparently this round getting knocked out completely. But Teknikum #1 having very much more even scores, being just 19 to 10 as the two extremes, and 27 to 6 is that down there, yeah. Strangely enough, Homp having the fewest kills. I suppose I've been building him up so much this game that I just skewed my expectation on that. Yule board outside did manage to get some control. CTs got pushed away, zoned out. But there we go. The headshot with the AUG comes through, making the CT push forward into Fancy's little scout trap there. And Fancy still getting some picks. Homp getting taken down. Dizzy out by ramp. I'm not sure where Homp was, unfortunately. Now Fancy again outside, actually taking shots, not really dealing too much out. Homp taking him out at long last. Dizzy taking M's his head off with that D here, getting himself an AK and possibly a ticket to get this round back, but that just about seals the deal. I don't mean to count Hashiboy out, but it's not particularly likely. Just a player behind you, is it? Nope. So close. Felt that dust of those bullets swimming by. Hashiboy choosing to save after such a close call. A wise choice, absolutely. Giving up the round and saving the AK. Oh, but you're being shot through the floorboards. Those floorboards made of steel, whatever they are. Weren't expecting that. Of course, it didn't do too much through the steel. Those bullets are probably the flatter than pancakes. Or flatter than Swedish pancakes even. Those are even flatter. We have a very good spread of CTs covering the entire map, and CT, all the areas JODAgaming have gone before, in all the ways they have poked out as well. One player got boosted up onto here and is ready for any T's to show up, but is not going to get any customers, as Heaven is the one that's going to get all of it. Gabadin back there getting that double kill before getting taken out. That was a great play, a great place to be even. 12 to 12 now. Teknikum caught up handily. 4 rounds before JODAgaming got 1. Almost a full loss bonus for Teknikum. Is the wrong side, yeah, for JODAgaming. My progressively blinding eyes saw that. Since JODAgaming did not see that boost happen last time, it's still highly effective. Seems outside rush with these pistols, many deagles and a CZ is the play. No smokes at all. That's recipes for disasters. What that is, whether you get 2 kills or not, it's not gonna go so well for you. AUG being picked up doesn't do much for Fence. Does not do much for Fancy. as Teknikum now take the lead. It's gonna be so good to see Teknikum come up against itself. Teknikum, what is it gonna be? Teknikum 2 versus Teknikum 1. That's what I want to watch. And also Grilska Örebro, they're an amazing team. Versus, ooh, who do I want them to go against? I think Esport Red is a pretty promising team as well. I've seen a little bit of them. Gotta see much more of them though. They had a pretty close game with, I think it was Grilska Avor or something like that. Some notable teams definitely making their place known. Getting their names out there. All players for the T side not having much of a chance in this round, of course. Poking around as they do and just getting shaved. Dizzy also going down without much of a scream. Hashi Boy left to his own devices. 36 seconds left in the round. And a little bit of poof lag there. It was interesting. Just after that, he gets taken down by Goblin with that op. Nice and handily. Ooh, the save or the force up of Mac 10s now coming out. That single round of a buy is what's so badly now being punctuated with this Mac 10. That's... Is it a Mac 10 rush down the ramp? It seems like it will be. Alright, 2 for 1, and you got yourselves a gun. Very nice. You can take out that player too. Very good. Alright, now you have a good chance. Could have gone to pick up that gun. That would have been just great. Players securing the ramp, coming up from behind. Hump taking out what he can, and then getting picked by that op. Smoke going down for a good bit of cover, wherever it is needed. Cutton's on site. Right by the bomb. Needs to be supported by teammates. And is very much supported by teammates. Cutton being the one to drag them out, and then Gabadin seeing them and knocking them down one by one. Teknikum number 1 getting 15 rounds. JODAgaming on a bit of the backstep, 12 rounds. I believe these teams will meet again later on. Every team meets another team twice throughout the length of the tournament. So JODAgaming will have their comeuppance, should it come to that. But I'm not counting them out yet, though. That's just a possibility. That last rush did go quite well. JODAgaming now figure... I don't know what all this lag is. Jeez. Alright, computer, you can calm down. Dropped frames, 103. That's not so bad. Interesting. Well, anyways. Dizzy here. Putting the molly down, trying to delay anyone coming through. No real information there. Ramp is secured by Hump. Should be quite nice. Hump did get taken down. Alright. So that's ramp opened up. And very nice re-volley there by Hashi Boy. Gets extinguished and rushed into by the CTs. Then the CTs just get crushed. They don't have any bit of a chance. 13 to 15. Not even getting out alive. Yuleboard defending ramp gets that kill too. Makes him now up to 31 kills. Definitely a good number to be at. 26 kills, the highest on the other team. If you like to go by score. There's so many other scores to go by, and then of course support roles. Those aren't measured by score. like what Fancy's doing here. This is what a support would do. Throw that into there and let other people get kills. And then come in later yourself, maybe get a kill. Entry fraggers are important. And it's all the support that puts out the flashbangs and gives them all the help they need to actually get kills much more reliably. Because that's what it's all about. Not just winning rounds, but winning rounds reliably. Ems did get a pick on the hump. Nothing's happening too much outside. Fancy getting a great pick on the Ompa. And Disney opening it up as well with Captain going down. What site is taken here? We have a site that is heavily CT guarded with almost all that remains. 2 of the 3 players. While the T side gears up for an A take. Ooh, Hashi boy, that's unfortunate. Looking around the wrong way. Oh no! Z2, you monster! You actually were in the perfect spot for that, and then the nade to finish it off. Oh, Teknikum #1. Ow! Nice! That corner right there. Oh, Hashi boy. As you were rushing out, you gotta look left. Just on the left. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But obviously so well played by Teknikum #1 to actually be there. That's clearly quite the unusual angle that nobody would expect anyone to be. Not anyone on the T side, at least. So I will really love to see how these players match up for the next time they meet, and how they analyze their play and reformulate their strategies and do everything they can. Such a great game by all players. So well done. 2 overtimes in that first map, and then going to a 16-13, that takes some kind of stamina to even just stay in the game. Final score was 31 kills onto Yuleboard. I don't know what the highest the score has been in the tournament, so maybe we can start now. 31, that's the top, held by Yuleboard. I suppose if you get a higher team versus a lower team, then it would be a bit skewed, the numbers, so maybe it is better to start with later games. Thank you for watching that. I'm going to switch cameras here in a second. That was the last map for today. To sum it up, Teknikum 1 got it after a lot of trouble.
And so the end of the stream has come once again. Thank you for joining us. I would like to thank our sponsors Northern Sky for hosting the tournament and Quality Hotels Royal Corner. So I'll see you tomorrow. For which match will that be? The 23rd, is it? That will be Eber Green versus Grilska Avor. It's going to be a cool one, no doubt. But please go to our Facebook page in the meantime, NESL1, for any updates at all. That if the match is rescheduled, for instance, it'll pop up there first. And our website, also, which I always have up there, will tell you everything you need to know about the tournament, nesl1.com. Our Discord also, you can go there and talk with the players should you want to. You can get to there through our Facebook page. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you tomorrow. Around 7 p.m. by the way.